Hello Year 9 and welcome to your Options Process 2021. Because you've clicked on this button, I am suggesting you are interested in the GCSE Food and Nutrition, and the course we run is run by Educas. My name is Mrs. Phillips. I'm the food technology teacher at Wyvern Academy for both Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4, and this will be my fourth cohort through the GCSE syllabus. The school is well resourced to deliver this syllabus with a fully equipped food room, which allows us to cover all aspects of the course requirements. So what is it and what will I do? There are 4 sections to our GCSE course. The first one is section 1, which is where we talk about core knowledge. We talk about principles of nutrition, diet and good health, the science of cooking food, food spoilage, food provenance, which is where food comes from, and food waste, cultures and cuisines from all around the world, and technological developments, and also factors affecting food choice. Section 2, which also runs in year 10 alongside each other, is the basic mixtures and recipes, and section 2 is all about the cooking. So we make sure that we cook lots of recipes all in within a year 10 recipe book that covers all the 20 skills that are required for you to demonstrate in your assessment that occurs in year 11, but more on that later. Section 3 also runs alongside section 1 and 2 in year 10, and this is when we learn about commodities. And what I mean by commodities is we split all of the food groups and we split them up into cereals, fruit and vegetables, milk, cheese and yogurt, milk, poultry, fish and eggs, beans, nuts, seeds, soya, tofu and mycoprotein, also, finally, butter, oil, margarine, sugar, and syrups. So we actually cover those foods in those blocks, which makes it really, really interesting. So I hope that has given you, that is every single part of the course broken down. The 20 skills that I mentioned before are on here now. So all the year 10 recipe book make sure that we practice these skills, we have them done so that you are very confident. So when it comes to your assessment, you are able to plan meals and accompaniments that will show your skill set in all of these 20 areas. And I will leave you to read those areas now. Okay, many of you will see that what you have done in year 7, 8 and 9 will already contribute massively to this. So we've already used the oven, we've used the grill, we've used the hob for dry heat methods, we have used our knife skills. That was the very first practical we did when we made fruit salad. We weigh and measure all the time, every week, for your homework when you have your things ready for when we do our practicals, and we test for readiness. We made bread when we've done our shaping and finishing of dough, and we've made cupcakes, so we've already started to do the use of raising agents. So you can see already by looking at that, of those 20 skills, we've already started on that in year 7, 8 and 9, and your 10 and 11 curriculum builds on what you've already taken part in. How will you be assessed? This course is 50% theory, which you will then take an exam for. So that exam is worth 50% of your marks. You will then also have a practical element. Now, I don't want to say that it is practical because there is practical in there. You have to do 2 elements of practical, but I do want to say at the outset, it's about how you write that practical up, which then gives you the marks. Okay, so I do want you to realize that there is it is a project, and you do have to fill you have to fill in 2 separate booklets, performers, and hand in your project that will reflect the practical that you. Okay, now that's it written down. in detail. Assessment 1 is a food investigation, and when you are in year 9, the ones that took food technology already, you know we've already started doing experiments. We've looked at gluten, and we've extracted gluten, and we've looked at class experiments. So we've already started to do this. The school gets the actual criteria sheet in September the 1st, when you are in year 11, and that's when we start, and there is 10 hours, and basically you plan your own food investigation. So we have great fun with that, and it's as though that you are like a Heston Blumenthal, and you are experiment with food and its properties. Okay. Section 2 is the food preparation and the actual preparing, cooking and presenting a menu. And again, in November we get criteria from Educast that tells us what the theme is. There's always 2, so you have a choice. Okay, so you will then plan and prepare 3 dishes or accompaniments, and you have to present those in a 3-hour block. Okay, and last year they were Valentine's Day and feeding your family on a budget, so they were interesting. I want to show you here the quality of the meals that are produced, and obviously there we've got soups made in homemade bread. We had steaks last year with béarnaise sauces, because I remember sauces were on at the beginning, and we've got, if you look at the one in the centre, we've got mackerel that was filleted from a mackerel, so a full fish. We've got a beef Wellington there, we've got a hollandaise sauce, we've got a chocolate fondant and a chocolate sauce, and then on the Casey's side, on the right hand side, we've got a Caesar salad. We've also got homemade pasta, which pupils have made in year 9 as well, so they will not be put off by that. And then we've got cakes and homemade custard. So if you look at all these dishes, they have been prepared so that they are covering as many of those 20 skills that we talked about, and that is all done in a 3-hour section, as I said before. So what can you do with this subject qualification? So there are lots of pathways. We've already talked about working within the food industry. It's ideal for students who wish to pursue a career in being a dietitian or looking at nutrition. It also complements sports studies really well, and it also relates itself very well now because of the science element to sciences and sports science. Also catering, teaching, food journalism, and then also retail and public relations, and definitely working in the food industry at the moment, where there is a massive upsurge, and actually the job market is very buoyant at the moment in terms of the food industry. Okay, one of the other things that I would like to say as well, in terms of balancing your options, is that you should know a career path and want to do things that you know will lend itself, but also be aware that if it's a subject that you really love to do and you like doing the practical elements and you like learning about food, because you are always going to be a consumer of food, then this is obviously an excellent option choice for you to do as well. So you've got that balance and that range of subjects, and you've got ones that you're really interested in and that are really going to keep you engaged throughout Key Stage 4. Okay, I look forward to meeting you if you put food preparation and nutrition on your options form. Okay, thank you.